These are Justice 2 Steelbooks. The movies are okay, they're not really... And now they're dented. And they're dented. Dented Steelbook. What is up, my movie fanatics, and welcome to my complete Steelbook collection. Yes, guys, it's finally here. If you know anything about me, I love Steelbooks. One of the very first things I learned about doing YouTube, I never heard, seen, touched, looked at a Steelbook in my entire life until probably about 6 months to a year of doing YouTube. I started collecting them. I mean, it was that long. It was a long time. I have slowed down a lot on buying Steelbooks. I'm getting kind of picky now with what I want and what I like, but I still love Steelbooks. You guys know I love the artwork, that's why I collect them. But enough rambling. I want to say close to 100. Not a huge Steelbook collection, but I love it. I love every one that I have. So enough rambling, Doc. Let's just jump right into the Steelbook collection. First thing I want to show you guys are my Universal comic book Steelbooks. I love these Steelbooks because these are the Steelbooks that got me hooked onto collecting. I remember seeing these at FYE, seeing them on people's channels back in the day, and I absolutely love these Steelbooks. Still to this day, I didn't get them all. I tried to get them all, but I couldn't keep up with them. So first up here, we have Van Helsing. I'm going to try to prevent the glare as much as possible because my light, and plus I have them in these plastic things, the light really likes to glare off them. I'm only going to show you the back to this one because, guys, to save time, literally every one of these has the exact same back, and it's there's no point showing it. So there's the back, that you guys get a good idea. Basically all they do is they give you a description, show some clips, and the bonus features here, you can't see it that way, here, and then all the other information there. So yeah, that's the back. I'm just going to show you the back to this one because you really just want to focus mainly on the front. That's where all the cool art is. A fantastic video game, not the best movie, Doom. But once again, I had to have all these back then. I actually don't mind this movie that much, believe it or not. I've seen it a few times. It doesn't really bother me that much if you just take it for what it is. Next up, we have Serenity. Really like this. I never heard of this movie or seen this movie until I bought this Steelbook. So I really like this Steelbook, and I really like this movie a lot. These next two are the very first Steelbooks that I ever purchased. We have The Big Lebowski. Who doesn't love the dude? Seriously. And actually, I love the purple, if you guys can see that. I love the bowling ball. I love everything about this Steelbook. Fantastic movie. If you guys have never seen The Big Lebowski, you're crazy. Definitely check it out. When I bought The Big Lebowski, I also picked up The Chronicles of Riddick. I was so excited to have both of these. These are the movies that technically got me into Vin Diesel. I used to watch this and Pitch Black all the time. And then, like, when Fast and Furious came out and all that, and Triple X is really when I started getting into them. But these ones sparked my interest in Vin Diesel. Next, we have Pitch Black, which I like it's more of a blue tone, bluish green. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's because if you guys have never seen this movie, it primarily takes place in Pitch Black. But I really like the way that they went with this design here. And like you really get a good look back here of the planet. It's really cool. One of my go-to movies that I swear I watch at least once a week just to fall asleep to, and that is Hellboy: The Golden Army. I, for some reason, just absolutely love Hellboy. I don't know why. I've always loved them. These movies to me are just a ton of fun. I hope they make a third one. I would really like to see Ron Perlman come back as Hellboy and do it again. This one was the hardest for me to find because it's such a great movie and it's so popular, and that is Shaun of the Dead. Look at that one. This is probably my favorite design, I want to say. I mean, it's great. I just love this movie. Watched this last year for my 24-hour horror challenge. Forgot how much I absolutely love this movie. So much fun. We have here Death Race. Absolutely love this one too. You know what this reminds me of? This is just a good popcorn, turn your brain off kind of movie. But this reminds me of Twisted Metal. I played Twisted Metal all the time as a kid, and this reminds me of a life like Twisted Metal. So I've always liked this. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and until I got this Steelbook, I never wanted to see this movie. Love this movie, so much fun. Glad I own it. A movie very special to me and my dad. We watched these all the time when I was younger, and that is The Mummy. The sticker is still down here, but I haven't really tried to get it off yet because the only thing that's really bad about these Steelbooks is that they scratch really easy and they're a matte finish. So you have to be kind of like tedious with them and careful. So I'm gonna try to find a way to like not ruin the art. Next up we have Scarface. Love this one too. This is one of my favorites of the comic book Love how he's holding the gun, just, "You're talking to me?"
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I love Al Pacino, love Skullface. I love Skullface, you guys. Scarface. We have here Hulk. Not the best Hulk movie ever, but still really cool looking Steelbook. I just kind of like how they did it with the hand coming at you, like he's gonna just toss you across the world, because that's what the Hulk can do. And of course you have to have the Incredible Hulk, which is, I love this movie, always have. Love the purple, how they added the classic purple in this one with the green. It looks good, makes him pop more. Edward Norton, I thought, did a fantastic job. And last of the Universal Comics Steelbooks, we have one of my favorite movies of all time. Me and my best friend must have watched this 100 times growing up. We still get together and quote it and watch it together, and that is The Blues Brothers. Love this movie. I love Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi. Fantastic actors in my eyes. This movie can pull me out of the darkest places, because it has, and it's just absolutely love The Blues Brothers. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. But look at that nice dark deep blue. I hope you guys can see that tint. And then they really made Dan and Jim pop. I say Dan and Jim like I know them. Yeah, I know Dan. We go to the bar together, you know. But fantastic Steelbook and movie. Believe it or not, I'm actually organized when it comes to my Steelbooks. Now, we all know that my Blu-ray DVD movie collection is a completely different story. So now we're gonna move on to comic books, superheroes, all that good stuff. I have a lot of these to show as well. And plus, you guys know how much I love my superhero movies. I really still to this day make a point to get all of the Steelbooks. As you guys know, I couldn't get the Logan Steelbook because I didn't pre-order it like a dork that I am. So, jumping right into it here, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I actually liked these movies. Are they the best? No, they are not. The 90s one will be the best forever, but I enjoy these movies. For a couple times it brings me back to my childhood, and that's what I wanted out of these. Like Shredder, though, I don't want to talk about that. But yes, very cool back though. We have here Suicide Squad. Also enjoyed this movie. Just thought the villain was super weak and boring. Really love the back here. Thought the back was the best part of this Steelbook. Also the kind of nitty gritty, like green and pink, purple, well, yeah, pinkish color that they did there, and I love how they did all the skulls. Avengers Age of Ultron. Really cool. Simple Steelbook. You guys know I like simple too. And I got the Vision one. I wanted to go back and get the version with Ultron on the back too, have them both, but I really do like the Vision a lot. He's one of my favorite characters. Captain America Civil War. Absolutely love this movie. Just loved everything how they did it. Seeing Black Panther for the first time. Spider-Man kicked ass in it. Seeing one of my favorite heroes of all time, Ant-Man, come back. Love this movie. And the iconic scene from the comic books here. This is what it basically looks like in the comics, and love that back. One of my favorite pieces of art. We have here the Wolverine, which is my favorite of the standalone. Well, it was my favorite. Logan is not my favorite, but this was my favorite of the standalone Wolverine movies. Great. This is actually a metal pack. And if you guys didn't know what the difference is, the metal pack here has these hinges. They don't have like this the normal Steelbook spine. I'll show you with the next one here. But Wolverine. Next up here we have X-Men Days of Future Past. Also, I love the X-Men movies. I know that there's a lot of plot holes, it's confusing at times, but I really enjoy the X-Men movies. I'm a huge X-Men fan. And look at this back with the Sentinel. Absolutely love it. I was going to say check out this Steelbook to show you the difference on spines, but if this is a metal pack. So this is one of the reasons why this is a metal pack, is because of the hinges. It's the easiest way to identify a metal pack. Not that you guys care. Moving on. Thor the Dark World. I actually found this one, I would say, a month and a half after the movie came out, believe it or not. And this is one of those ones when you open it, his cape here carries onto the back. Very simple, cool design. Really like this movie, and it's a great looking Steelbook. Next up, Captain America Civil War. Love this movie. This movie I've seen a million times. It's one of my favorite superhero movies. Fantastic Steelbook as well. Actually, because I don't have it in a sleeve right now, I can show you some of the inside artwork to give you guys an idea of what I mean by inside artwork. If you're new to Steelbooks, that's all, there it is for you. So, and thank you Disney for that amazing disc art. We love it. But yes, Captain America, the Winter Soldier. The Merc with the Mouth himself, we have Deadpool. Love this Steelbook. You guys know how iconic his logo is, so I'm glad I did that with this Steelbook. And I got this on release day, so it has the, you read up, it says Deadpool on the spine up. I always found that funny. I think they did that just to screw with you, but people say it's a misprint. I don't know, but I think it's funny. One of the best superhero movies made of all time, and that is Green Lantern. How can you not love this movie? It's fantastic, start to finish. Yeah. No, it's trash. But I have it because I like Ryan Reynolds. I do like Ryan Reynolds a lot, hence why he was perfect for Deadpool. And at the time, I just was like, hey, you know, if I'm gonna get this movie, I might as well make it worth my while and get the Steelbook. Why not, right? We have Big Hero 6. Absolutely love this movie. I didn't expect much from it. I didn't know much about it when I went in to see it. Love it. Beautiful Steelbook, too. Very cool Steelbook. We have here Sin City. Go ahead and pause it right now. How can you not love this Steelbook? On the back here. Both movies are pretty good. The second one doesn't live up to this one, but still not bad. We have Watchmen, which I never pulled the trigger on this Steelbook for the longest time, and then Best Buy re-released it, and it was like, I think I want to say $6-7 when they re-released it. I know it was on sale, and I was really glad to get it, because I don't know why, but this Steelbook's always just kind of drew into me. We have The Amazing Spider-Man, and this is a perfect example of a very simple design that I love. I mean, it's just Spider-Man crawling on the wall, and on the back you have the city. I mean, I like that kind of stuff. It's simple, but it says a lot to me. I don't know. I keep it simple, guys. That's it. That's enough said. That's just my taste. My second favorite Steelbook in my collection, and that is Ant-Man. He's one of my favorite superheroes of all time. Don't ask why. I've just always liked him when I was younger. But I love this Steelbook because, I don't know if the glare is going to allow it here, but this is in a hard drive. It's in a solid state drive, an SSD, and I love how it says Ant-Man there. And on the back you get, like, I mean, there's someone who's actually put these in computers and messed with them and love solid state drives, but that's beyond the point. I mean, that's pretty much what they look like to a T. It's such a great looking Steelbook. I love it. Doctor Strange, absolutely love this one too. I love it how it's the book with the eye there in the middle. Once again, very simple but very cool design. Last three here, we have Batman Begins, which this is also another one that I picked up. This was one of the first ones I picked up after I started learning more about Steelbooks, after the Universal ones came into play. The Dark Knight. Love that Joker picture. Love that. The Dark Knight Rises. Once again, another very simple, cool Steelbook that I love a lot. Love how the rain kind of has that gloss to it. Moving along, these have no particular category, so first up we have Journey to the Center of the Earth. I don't know why I've always liked this movie. I don't really know why. It's not the best, I'll admit that, but it's fun for me. I don't know why I've liked it. Plus, I am a fan of Brandon Fraser. No reason at all, I just always enjoyed it. Journey to the Mysterious Island with Dwayne Johnson. It's not bad. Once again, to me, as long as it's fun and it can shut my brain off for a little bit, that's all I care about, to be honest. We have Sherlock Holmes. I've always loved these. I think Robert Downey Jr. does a fantastic job in these movies. Always a good time. Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows, another one that I've always liked, and I really like this. Look at that. Bang. Oh, bang. Okay, I'm done. But yeah, very cool design. Once again, really simple, but I really like this design on this one as well. Next up here, we have World War Z. You guys know I love my zombies, and this one is very, very high tension, I would say. The zombies are super, super fast. Snow White and the Huntsman. Don't really know why I have it. I know Jess likes this movie. That's probably why I picked it up. I was like, wow, if I'm going to have this movie, I'd rather have a Steelbook. Actually, though, the tree is pretty cool there. Saving Mr. Banks. Look at this Steelbook. I love this Steelbook as well. The back, so cool. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is debossed and it's red. It has a nice red tint to it. Fantastic movie. We have Lucy. Love the movie. Rewatched it recently. Really enjoyed it a second time. Steelbook's great too. Fight Club. This is another one of those first ones that I remember getting really early on. I've had this in my collection for a long time. Look at that back there. Love this movie. Goodfellas. I mean, it's such a classic. The only problem with this Steelbook that I have is it's matte and it's a black finish. So one little nick or scratch, like there's one up here. I don't know if you guys can see it, man. It sticks out like a sore thumb. Yeah, it's bad, but fantastic movie. One of me and Jess's favorite movies, Top Gun. Oh yeah, remember getting this when I was really excited to have this. I love the back to this. I love Love the music in this movie. Love the score. Great 80s. Just, you know, I love it. We have Star Trek. I picked these up when they came out. You guys know I've never seen these yet. Haven't been able to watch them. If you want to know the reason why I haven't been able to watch these, go check out my top 10 movies that I'm thankful for. There's a reason behind that, but from what I've heard, they're great. I will watch these someday, guys, I promise. And we have Star Trek Into Darkness. I was thinking maybe if I do watch these soon enough. Great look, I love the back there. Maybe I'll do a special tribute video. Butterfly Effect, fantastic movie. And this Steelbook, man, God, Xavi has the best freaking Steelbooks. Look at the skulls. Oh my God, I don't know how much you guys can see. Oh, absolutely love it. A little butterfly there in the title. Love it. Interstellar. Didn't expect much from this movie. I'm gonna be honest, guys, because I'm not really into these very spacey movies. I was wrong when I watched it. Absolutely love this movie. The pop art version of Ghostbusters. Fantastic Steelbooks, man. Fantastic. And it's such a classic movie. How can you not love Ghostbusters? We also have Ghostbusters 2. I actually kind of like this one a little bit better. I like the purple and the yellow. Kind of draws my eye a little bit more. And love the back to this one as well. Men in Black 3. And what's really cool about this Steelbook, when you're looking far away, you can see J and K. But when you get closer, let me get you guys, it's all it is MIB3. That's all you see is MIB with the little 3. It's kind of hard to see the 3. But yeah, really cool Steelbook. I don't remember where I got this. It's been in my collection a really long time. A classic that I grew up on that I absolutely love, Wizard of Oz. I've always loved the Wizard of Oz. Love the background to this with the poppies and the beautiful sky. Fantastic movie. Got this for a really good deal. It was on sale at Best Buy. That's all I remember, and I wanted it for the longest time. Next up, we have Transformers. I don't care what people say. I enjoy these movies. I have fun with them. I take them for what they are. Nothing. The first two are the best, hands down. I really enjoy the first two. This Steelbook is gorgeous as well. But, you know, they do get worse as they go on, but I really enjoy the first two a lot. Next up here, we have Transformers Dark of the Moon. Very cool looking Steelbook. They do a good, nice job with these Steelbooks. And last, we have Transformers Age of Extinction. I like the 4 there with the Decepticon. There I go. I got it out. Very cool. And you guys are probably wondering, well, Doc, where's the second one? I never got the second Steelbook. So if anybody has the second Steelbook, has an extra one, lets me know where I can get one. Leave me a link or something, because I really want to complete this series in the Steelbooks. Oblivion. Fun movie, guys. This is another one that I just picked up because of the Steelbook, or excuse me, the metal pack, and actually really enjoyed it a lot. Killing Them Softly. Now this front's okay, but the back is what gets me. I love the back here. It's fantastic. The Xavi exclusive of Despicable Me 2. Love these movies. When I was in college, me and my roommate actually used to watch Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2 all the time. I think because, to be honest, when you're studying and doing what you gotta do, it just shuts your brain off. And it's just so silly. These next two are Jess's movies. I've never really been able to get into these movies. We have The Hunger Games Catching Fire. I don't have the first one because I just never picked it up. I really wasn't paying attention, to be honest. Will say this, how they have the Mockingjay in the back of each one and how it symbolizes each movie, which is pretty cool. Then we have Mockingjay Part 1. We didn't get Mockingjay Part 2 because Jess wasn't a big fan of this movie. So she just said, we'll get it whenever we get it, no rush. So that's kind of why they're incomplete in the collection. One of the few these next two movies are some of the few movies that I will double dip on any time of the week, and that is Scarface. Look at this. I absolutely love this Steelbook. I love the red and the black and white. Love the seal in the back there, the Tony Montana. I am Tony Montana. Love this movie. And what's really cool is this has the original Scarface from, I want to say, the 50s. I could be wrong. Don't yell at me if I'm wrong. But yeah, this one came with the original Scarface plus the Al Pacino Scarface. Awesome stuff. We have Shawshank Redemption. I picked this one up the day I picked up Batman Begins. I'll never forget it because this is one of my favorite movies of all time. I can watch this movie any day of the week. Gorgeous Steelbook. One of Jess's favorite movies. I love this movie as well. A Braveheart. Love the back. We have here Gran Torino. Love this movie. I love the silhouette of Clint Eastwood. The movie's really good too. We have here 10 Cloverfield Lane. And I'm sad to say this, but this is on my watch list, and I'm watching it this week. I have to. I've been trying to catch up on all these movies here. But this Steelbook is just so freaking cool. Kind of reminds me of like an intro that you would see like in the old days, like to a cartoon or something. Like, I don't know, like they would show this, and then it would like you would see 10 Cloverfield Lane pop up and the names, and then would like flip to that, and like some like real quirky, awesome music. Am I making any sense, or am I just babbling? I'm probably just babbling, but can't wait to check it out though. Karate Kid, love this pop art Steelbook. Love the back, very simple. You know how I like it. Moving along, we have It Follows. I was very lucky to get this Steelbook. Fun story for you guys. I found this at Best Buy. I wanted it since the movie came out, but they were sold out. Bought the Blu-ray, had the Blu-ray, brought this Steelbook home, got out of the car, and it literally fell out of my hand and hit the cement just like this. Had a huge dent in it. I took it back. They were able to track one down for me, which I was shocked because I didn't think I'd be able to get it. But this Steelbook's great, and this movie freaks the hell out of me. We have Evil Dead, one of my favorite remakes. We have here Evil Dead, one of my favorite horror remakes. Let me show you guys the back. I flipped that up for you guys. You get a good look at that fear in her eyes, man. This was another one that I really wanted and had to track down for a while. I was going to Target one day and I was looking through, and I think someone actually hit it because it was behind a whole bunch of movies. Fast and Furious, this is my favorite of the series. That's why it's the only one I have on Steelbook. I love the one on the back there with the green. Looks really cool. RoboCop, how can you not love RoboCop? Love this Steelbook. Actually, Metal Pack, excuse me, love this Metal Pack. Unbroken, really enjoyed this movie a lot. No back, but that's okay. The front says it all. Terminator Genesis, I know a lot of people didn't like this movie, and I'm not saying it's a good movie by any means, but I had fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. Plus Amelia Clark's in it. We're just gonna end that there. But yes, there's a lot wrong with it, but it was nice to see Arnold on the big screen again as the Terminator, and there was some of it that I really enjoyed. If Casino, you guys know I love my gambling movies. Anything to do with cards, pool. I love to play pool. I love to play cards. I used to play cards all the time with my grandfather. So anything with gambling, pool, sports movies, I'm a sucker for all that. Next up we have Elysium. I love all the Blomkamp movies. Yes, even Chappie. I really like Chappie a lot, actually. There's Elysium there. Really cool Steelbook. This was a fun one. Battle of Los Angeles. I got this one, I want to say, at a flea market for like $2. I knew nothing about the movie. I just saw a Steelbook. And believe it or not, I haven't watched it in a while, but from what I remember, I do enjoy this movie. Otherwise, I don't think I would hold on to it if I didn't. I'm actually going to have to revisit that, so kind of spark my memory there. We have The Raid Redemption with that beautiful glare. Can you guys, shake that? Alright, yeah, here we go. The Raid Redemption. We're going to talk about a good time and a fun movie. Both of the Raid movies are just out of this world. I really enjoy both of them. Mad Max Fury Road, which this movie shocked the hell out of me. I'm a huge fan of the original Mad Max Road Warrior, and you know what? I even like the Thunderdome, you know? But this movie, man, Tom Hardy blew it out of the water. I love the practical effects they used. I love the storyline. I love the action. This movie was just awesome. We have Django Unchained, which I got very lucky with this Steelbook. From what I've heard, it's hard to come by. And I love the back there. Love this movie. It's a long one. Tarantino's awesome now. It's a long one, but it's a good one. We have The Italian Job that I never opened, and I don't know why I never opened this. Just Doc being Doc, I guess. I never opened this, so yeah. The only Disney classic movie we have on Steelbook is Cinderella, and I absolutely love this Steelbook. But I do have a question for you guys out there, if you don't mind helping me out with this. Is it true that this was empty? Like, this Steelbook was just empty, and then you got it when you bought the movie, and then you put the movie in it, or you could buy it separately? I've heard that, I've read that. I honestly don't know, because I picked this up used at a CD warehouse. So yeah, let me know, guys, if you know anything about these. Creed, good time. You know, it's kind of fun to see Rocky be the mentor and be the teacher. I enjoyed it a lot. Next up we have Zoolander. Love this Steelbook. Got it super cheap. Got really lucky because when I wanted to hunt this thing down I couldn't find it anywhere. And I love the back. It's the whole reason why I wanted this was the back. And it says here for you guys, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to life than being really, really ridiculously good looking. Love this movie. Fantastic. We have here The Evil Dead, which I'm glad to have both Steelbooks. I never had one in the second Evil Dead, so that's why I have the plain Amaray. Look at Ash back there. Oh yeah, how can you not love that? Great looking Steelbook, and I love how they give it like the old poster with the fold marks. That's so cool. We have here the HMV exclusive of The Hateful Eight. Now I never opened this. I asked you guys when I got this, should I open it? And everybody said no, keep it sealed, keep it on the shelf, keep it safe, and that's what I did. I ended up picking up the Amaray, I want to say, was it over Black Friday, I want to say? Beautiful Steelbook, man. I love the snow, I love the winter time, and that's why I love this Steelbook so much. These next three are my Mondo Steelbooks, and I love the Mondo art. Love them. I think they're gorgeous Steelbooks. I would love to get more eventually, if I can ever find them. At this point, probably not. But first up here, we have Reservoir Dogs. Gorgeous. I mean, guys, what I really like about Mondo is that like here you get all of your information and all that about the movie, all the bonus features, all that good stuff. But this is actually a plastic sleeve. So look at that artwork. I'm gonna give you guys a minute because this is why I love Mondo so much. I think their artwork is very just cool, and you can pick it out from a mile away. It's very distinctive on their style. It's very cool here, but I love the plastic sleeve you get with it, which has always been really cool to me. Just that nice little added touch. We have here The Highlander, which is, I didn't know this, but one of Jess's favorite movies. Once again, such a great looking Steelbook. I like how they did like the comic panels here, the boxes. Looks really cool. Let me take the sleeve off for you guys really quick. One of my favorite quotes of all time, there can only be one. I don't know why I love the skulls. It's just, once again, you know, you can pick out a Mondo Steelbook anywhere because they're just so cool. And they're some of my favorite Steelbooks ever made. And one of my favorite movies of all time, I am so blessed and happy to have this one, and that is Terminator 2, which is just, I could go on and talk about this one for hours. Absolutely love this Steelbook a lot. Let me take the, and you guys know I love simple, so that you don't get much more simple than this. Look at his back. It's absolutely gorgeous. And last but not least, my holy grail, my favorite Steelbook in my collection. But before I show you guys it, I just want to give a quick thank you out to everyone that's ever helped me. A lot of these Steelbooks have either been, you know, someone told me, hey, there was a deal out there, go out and find it, or someone's done a trade with me. I appreciate it so much, guys, because there's a lot of great Steelbooks in here that I wouldn't have because of you guys. So to anyone that's ever helped me, did a trade with me, anything like that, thank you guys so much. Just wanted to shout out, there's a lot of people, so I just wanted to shout you all out in general. Thank you guys, you're awesome. But my number one Steelbook and the holy grail is hands down, and you guys shouldn't be surprised about this, is it. You guys know how much I love Stephen King, how much I love Pennywise, I love clowns. This is my favorite Stephen King movie. Probably, I could probably say one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Definitely in my top 3. It changes sometimes between this and another movie, and I think you guys know what it is. If you know what it is, leave in the comments below. I thought Tim Curry was brilliant, and you don't even need a back with this one. You don't, because this front says it all right here. I mean, pure Pennywise. A character that used to give me nightmares, and I also really like the spine too, because it has the classic It font. But this is my holy grail. I love this Steelbook. It means so much to me, as of all my other Steelbooks. But once again, anyone who's ever helped me obtain a Steelbook, told me about a deal, thank you guys so much. Gotta love it. So there you have it, guys. There's my complete Steelbook collection. If you want to see another complete collection video next year, give me a thumbs up. Lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content. If you guys collect Steelbooks, what is your favorite Steelbook? And if you don't collect Steelbooks, tell me why. I want to hear why you don't collect them. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see and you like movies as much as I do, click that subscribe button. I'm always looking for more people to talk movies with. And as always, everybody, take care and happy watching.